Hello everyone, this is King and welcome back to my Let's Play on Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This is episode 158.
Hey, did you guys hear something?
In the previous episode we completed... well, we didn't complete anything really. We went over the Incursor class, hero class, and we began the start of Fiona's hero quest, which we, by some god miracle, we found it in the first try, which is in the Consrock Beach, and you can find that by going just northwest of the Twin Palms Isle, or just north of the Double Crag Gate, which is one of the two prison areas that we had to go to for the main story quest. You just go north of that and they are here. And now we have to go up here and fight all of these transparent dreams, I guess. We'll do that. I'm okay with that. In this episode, we're just going to complete Fiona's main story quest, the Transparent Dreams. And before I do that, I just want to let you know that I changed around some of my skill sets to where it's mainly just a break build. So Noah is now an ogre. I think I moved him from a flash fencer to an ogre, so he can have a higher resistant or chance for reaction skills. So he has now a 20% point increase to reaction success rate, and he also has a break brooch, which is a 25%. Lowers target's attack break resistance by 25 percentage points, so I should be breaking more often. And I also have flashback as a skill, so that's good to go. We have a total of 4 breaks, 4 topples, 4 days, and 2 bursts, so we should be doing lots of bursts. This is something I'm going to use in the future for, I would say, like farming materials for my tier 10, so I'm just preparing for that. And Fiona is actually one of the classes I need to do that, so luckily we have her unlocked. I have everyone's skin to the way I want them. I really like Noah with the heavy guard skin, Lance with the Zephyr skin, Uni with the Lone Exile skin. I have Mia with, what kind of skin do you have, Mio? I also gave her long hair. I put her long hair back. I really liked it. What do I have you? A Lost Vanguard. And then I have Senna with the Yumsmith outfit. And then I have Tyon with the Seraph outfit. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. We're going to main Senna because of the... Actually, no. If we're doing this, I want her to be a Zephyr. So let's move her over to Zephyr for real fast. Because Zephyrs, they do so much damage. I'm using Monk for the bosses. And if we're going to do that, we're just going to go for base clothes. So I like Monk for bosses. And I don't really have Zephyr set up for break, but that's not that big of a deal. Do I have my Zeref built correctly? Yeah. Okay, good. Alright, so we're just going to continue on here. We are, what, level 35? People are literally 10 levels above us. I feel like we'll be just fine, to be honest. We'll be okay.
Please, there's no time to spare. Let's hurry.
So we're just going to go right on and try to complete Fiona's hero quest. I have coffee here, so if I might pause, not pause, but maybe mute myself to sip on it.
Summer. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have been alone.
Let's send her on. Her voice deserves to be heard.
All right.
Oh, that is so sad. That is so sad. No. Oh man, that was someone she knew. Is their face is covered, so it makes it less dramatic because their face isn't, exposed. Ah, it would have been more dramatic if it was like actual faces, but it's whatever. They couldn't make it special just for this one cutscene or this one specific thing.
Yeah, we might want to rethink.
We are level 36. I don't think we should be fighting you. So we're just gonna skip all you folks. I don't think I should be doing this at level 40, 35 to be honest. I think we're just a tad bit underleveled.
Stronger.
But I feel like we're actually 10 levels below these people, folks. Like, this is an issue. Can we fight these? Let's see. Can we fight this? Let me check it out.
This one looks like fun.
Inferno dance. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. We got a break. Can we get the topple, folks? Oh my god. The topple, please. Can we get some topple, folks? Okay, we got a target lock on. That's not bad. I'll take it. I will like a break eventually. There we go. Good. Can we get the topple? Folks, I know a lot of y'all have topple jokers. All y'all jokers. Get the burst damage? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's not bad. I feel like we have to control the breaker or something like that. We're not breaking enough. If anything, we're not toppling enough. Like, we should be toppling more. So maybe just do... I'm only having him as a gust bracelet because theoretically I should have been able to kill them within one rotation, but since we're like 10 levels below them, we can't really do that. So maybe...
I'll knock him down.
Maybe not. Maybe not. So make your clothing back to the... What is it? Yumsmith? Where'd it go? There we go. Yumsmith. You have a break. So who has a topple? Since you guys clearly can't topple. Okay, healer. So I'll main as Uni then. I have to main as a healer anyways because we're so underleveled.
Sean, you kept everyone safe. It must have hurt so much. Fiona, leave the rest to us. Yes. Thank you.
I know this is me nitpicking, but this would have been a really good side quest if they had faces to them, you know? Like that's That's like the entire point of, I would say,
They look strong.
how do you say it? When you are trying to like, if you want to, I don't know how to properly say it.
Hey, are you alright? Crying isn't gonna change anything. Noah, Mio, would you mind taking care of everyone?
But the acting is so good. Like, Fiona is so good. I really like Fiona. She's a good character. This is so sad too. This is so sad. I'm not trying to take away from the fact that this is really sad, but the fact that they don't show faces makes it less so. Because it's less personal. Like you can't put the name to the face. Like, Sean, oh, Sean. That would hurt more if I saw how Sean looked instead of like a generic character with like his helmet on. And that's how I feel like that's what happened in the beginning of the game. You know how at the beginning of the game you didn't really see the Agnian faces? Like for example, not Uni, but Mio, Tyon, and Senna, you didn't see their faces because their face was like covered up in mask, right? So you're like, okay, I don't really care about these people. They're just some generic people, and then eventually their face mask breaks, right? And that was like a very crucial, that was a very pivotal moment inside the game. It was showing like, okay, these aren't just a face. This is actually somebody, right? Like this is Mio. Here's Mio. This is what Mio looks like. So now that if Mio was to die, you may you know you may hurt more because you have now grown an attachment to Mio. It's like, oh no, I liked her because of whatever reason. She was cute. She looked nice, or she talked funny, or I liked her attitude, or whatever, right? Like it just makes it more personable. And then whenever that personal person dies, you're like, no, they died, right? That's why in some stories, like if stories aren't told properly, you don't really care if the main character dies or not, because like, well, I didn't really have an attachment to them anyways, so the fact that they die, like, it doesn't really bother me, right? In other cases, games do it so well that you really hurt when it happens, right? Ugh, I digress.
Well, this was entertaining. Quite a contest.
Indeed. And it ended with your loss.
Irma!
What took you?
Sorry. How's everyone?
Fiona! Oh, Fifi, I was so worried about you. We're surrounded. And pretty badly depleted.
Men, aim for that banner. It's their commander, Fiona.
Dream on, mother!
We should go.
All of us. Yes. We didn't ask for these outsiders. This is still our fight.
But the wounded...
Ah, it's nothing. We're good.
Yeah, we're fine. Still fighting fit.
Relax, Fifi. You worry far too much.
In Colony Mu, we fight as one. Right, folks?
You guys...
Trust your crew.
Trust yourself. Trust in victory.
All hearts as one.
We'll make it! Together!
Yeah!
You know, I really like Fiona. Like, I don't agree with her ideology, but I really like her. Like, I would say, you know, take advantage of the things you have, or like use it to the best of its potential, right? So if there's someone's offering you assistance, you should probably take it. Can I? Oh, come on, aggro folks, aggro. I think that's just like maximizing your resources, and I'm not saying that people are meant to be used as resources, but they are. I don't know how to say it. I mean, I guess I am 10 levels below them, so I can see the issue. Do I not have any healers? Oh, I'm so screwed. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's restart. Okay. Let's retry. We're gonna do this like 10 levels below. We can do this. This is not gonna be that difficult. I just probably don't want Fiona in my team. Can I change? Can I change you? No. What I will do though. Ah man. You know what? It's okay. I want a Troubadour. Actually, ah man, I want a Troubadour so bad. I don't want you. It's whatever. Okay, it's whatever. Alright, let's do this. Let's just go straight into our interlink, okay? So we can preserve our healers. And we'll just have Fiona revive Lance. Oh, no, we'll just have Fiona die. That's okay. Alright, well we can definitely revive him. Oh my goodness! That hurt! Let's get that revive going on, folks. Let's group up for a heal. Let me get that revive. Can I get the revive? Oh my god. Okay, let's get the heal interlink. Auto heal. Into Feather Sanctuary. Into Typhoon Field. And we're just gonna rinse and repeat. We're gonna do those two until we can get our Sacred Cannon. Hopefully this guy will be dead by then. There we go. And then we can use our Sacred Cannon on the next guy. There we go, good. There we go, Sacred Cannon, and we'll kill this guy here. There we go, nice. Easy, easy, easy.
Sparks! Too strong!
Retreat! Retreat!
We made it.
Fiona! Fifi!
Irma, all of you. You pulled through. Thank you.
Come on now, of course we did.
We made a promise, right? Come what may, we'll always be together.
Lance, everybody. Thank you so much for saving our lives.
Whoa! Alright, steady on. We're not deaf.
You were just gonna walk away. I couldn't let you go without a proper thank you. Even if you're Ouroboros, the betrayers.
Hang on.
No. No need to explain. You're our saviors.
That's right. You even healed our wounded.
Yeah, you don't look like baddies to me.
Exactly!
And I noticed that when we were fighting side by side, you guys all trust one another. That's why.
You've made up your mind, have you, Fiona?
Yeah. That's why I want to try trusting too. I want to destroy our flame clock. Would you mind doing us this one last favor?
It's hardly a problem for us, but why the sudden request?
We heard about a liberated colony from Nopon travelers. That's what got me thinking. There should be more to life than spending it fighting all the time. Being ready to die and actively trying to get yourself killed are two very different things.
Sounds to me like you've been mulling it over.
This has to change. I want to change myself. And I want to change the way things are.
Good on you.
Looks like you got it figured out.
You'll trust me.
That's the same look you gave us when we first met. You'll do anything to protect your friends, won't you?
Alright then. Let's make tracks for Colony Mew.
That is, if she didn't still seem to be having second thoughts. Care to tell us why?
Oh, you noticed? Well, that makes things easier. There are two major stumbling blocks. The first is that you'll have to somehow outwit the consul. And second, that only that consul knows the location of the flame clock under discussion.
Huh? How can you not know? The one you see right now? That's just a fake.
Fake? How's that then?
Oh, but the consul isn't here right now. This might be the right time to act.
Fiona, this isn't the place to be having this conversation.
Ah, right. Sorry.
In any case, let's talk details at the colony. Our people are on their last legs. We'll need time to get back to strength.
Please, take this. I'm happy you were able to send everyone on their way. It really helped me to be a little more positive. Thank you so much. Sorry about all the urgent requests. We'll be waiting for you at Colony Mew. Don't keep us waiting too long.
Okay, did she leave our party?
Always nice to see a new face.
She did. Okay, well I want you.
I won't falter.
And I'll probably increase our level by like 5 to or level 40 at least, because if we're gonna fight a console, I don't want to drag it out. You know, like I don't want to make it like a 50-hour long fight. That's just gonna be silly. But I do want to go find this bridge or this here, that thing over here. Hopefully I don't die. Here we go. Let me quickly open this. And then I'll probably go to like a rest area, something like that, and then I will increase my level by 5. And I should be able to finish this by 15 minutes. So we should get done relatively at, I'd say 35, 40. We should be able to finish it within this episode. Sorry. If we're looking at the map here, Colony Mew is over here. I need to get to the rest spot pretty quick though. I'll probably do that as soon as I get a nice little teleportation landmark. Hopefully they have a rest spot, but I'm not going to be too hopeful on that note. And honestly, that fight should have been a lot faster. I think that was just like a trash fight. So that's a bit unfortunate. You said that's a fake flame clock? Oh, back to what I was saying. Like, yes, I really do like Fiona. And her acting alone. Okay, so this is Colony. Oh, we got a landmark too. Can we get a rest area? Her acting alone is what saved this side quest to me, right? At least in my current opinion. Because of the lack of association to the deceased, right? It's like some generic face. We don't really care. Ooh, okay, what kind of food can we unlock? Let's see.
I'm just gonna lie here and you can't stop me.
And you can't stop me. I don't want to save, I want to eat. What can we eat? Collectible boost. That's not bad.
Been waiting for this.
I like that. Collectible boost. Okay, I'll take it.
Is everyone finished?
Probably give us a 30% for Manana's recipe, I'd say, and then 10% of something else.
Recipe. Can't wait.
Well, we can't really increase our level here, can we? No, we can't. How unfortunate. I guess we can just continue on through the main story. I do not want to fight the console 10 levels below me. I'll fight him like 5 levels below me, but that's it. Oh wait, we got a landmark, so we can go over to a rest area real quick. I don't want to risk it. There we go. We'll go to Corn Island and quickly increase our level by 5. Okay.
You know, you've got to take regular
Well,
breaks.
while we're here, we can see what it gives us. The new one, it's a collectible boost by 45% enemy. Oh my god, that's good. I was told that the food buff doesn't work right now. It's bugged to the point where it doesn't work, but collectible. So typically it gives you less, but this one gives you more. So collectible boost 45%. I'm gonna spend some of my silver no pawn coins on this. This is good. Enemy drop boost by 20%. This is freaking good. I used to have, I normally eat this. So enemy drop boost, collectible drop boost, that's 15-15. This is 45-20. This is great. This is an upgrade. So I am favoriting this as my favorite now. I'm going to unfavorite that. Wait, what? There we go. Yeah, now it's my new favorite. This is now my new favorite. It's called Creamy Dreamy Fish Pie. I'll take it. I will take it. But we are going to lower our levels by, sorry, increase our levels. We're gonna go what, 40? I'd say. Just increase it by 4. 4. Okay. I think 10 levels is just, it's unnecessary. I can definitely do it. It'll take longer. So if anything, it's just unnecessary. But our goal here is to be 5 to 6 levels below the enemy so we can get the most amount of CP and the most amount of EXP. So if I was to look right now, my max level would be 92. I can get to 93, hopefully, please. Nope, still 92, so that's weird. Oh well. But at least I get CP, so if I can rank up any classes, that'll be nice. Or at least it'll count. I am getting CP for it, right? Let's see, 20, 10, 20, 20, 20. I'm ranked maxed out for everything, so guess it's not really useful, but that's okay. That's okay because we're definitely going to be using other healers in the future. As the moment I unlock the Signifer, which is come after I kill this whatever he is, colony leader, commander, console. After we kill this console, we'll definitely have all our healers play Signifer. So who did the most talking? Probably Lance, which is terrible. I don't want Lance as a Signifer. That's stupid. But this is probably the direction it's heading towards. So our tank is probably going to get the Signifer class, which is the most unfortunate outcome I can hope for. But it is what it is.
Such flower power! Manana flubbered!
Everyone! We've been waiting for you.
This is awesome! Did you guys make this?
I suppose we did. Whenever we say farewell to a friend, we plant flower seeds. They kept growing over time, and before we knew it, we had this.
It's beautiful, but to think of all the departed.
Standing still spells death. If we can't achieve victory, there will be no tomorrow. But still, we didn't want to forget that they were all here once.
So that's why you're getting all teary-eyed.
What? No. It's just the pollen.
It doesn't take much to get Commander Boohoo here going.
Irma?
Looks like you've taken a lot on your shoulders. Doesn't it weigh you down?
A little. I just wish I wasn't such a weakling.
You can put the burden down whenever you want, you know. You can still choose to keep things the same as always. I wouldn't think any less of you if you did. Neither would anyone else here.
I love you for saying that, Irma. Just like I love everyone here, and Colony Mu, where I met you all. And ever since I realized that, tomorrow stopped looking so dark. And that's exactly why I can't run away from my responsibility.
I get it. Whatever happens, I trust in you.
And I trust you too.
Fiona, Irma. All the squad leaders have assembled. We can start the meeting at your convenience.
Understood. I'll be right there.
Oh, but before that, Fifi. Tickle ambush! Coochie coochie coo!
Stop it!
Loosen up, Fifi. Get it all out of you.
Yep, now she's back to herself.
We're waiting in the square.
Why? I'll get you back, you'll see.
It's hard to imagine that the console will make it easy for us with the flame clock. Someone will surely pay for this with their life. Again. Please, do whatever you can to make sure it's not Fiona. Always nice to see a new face.
Okay, Irma, that's terrible foreshadowing if I ever saw one.
Would you believe
Why would
it?
you say that? Why would you say that, Irma? Don't be a dick. Someone's not gonna die. This game is telegraphed as fuck. It's like 100% telegraphed. Don't fucking say that shit. I hope someone doesn't die. Shut up, Irma. Alright, where are we going? Like in all the other side quests, it's the only time that ever happens is like when they're foreshadowing shit, right? Like, I hope they don't trip, and then they trip. It's like, great. I didn't see that coming. No. Who's gonna die this time? Oh, is it Irma? Who is it? Well, hopefully that's not the case. I mean, death in this game isn't really that big of a deal, because the whole entire you can be revived type deal, I guess, or cloned or whatever. So I don't know. At least for like the main characters, right? The main characters, they'll always come back.
Are we seriously gonna do it now? Those Kavesi dudes are still loitering around.
Who's loitering again?
God, he's huge.
Sounded like someone was having a bit of a whinge. We all good here?
We're great. Right, Tallow?
Right, Chief. No whinging here.
Say again?
Nothing to say, really.
Huh. I'll take your word for it.
Time is of the essence. Sorry to rush, but can we get straight to the point?
What should we talk about first?
About the fake flame clock, but the real flame clock, but the colony rank. Yes, that is so important. But the console. About destroying the flame clock. We already know how to destroy it. Let's see. About the console. Let's get right to it.
You said the console was away. Do you know how long for?
Tell you bluntly, we don't know either.
She's always disappearing, going off on one special mission or another.
In that case, she could be back at any time.
I'm sorry that the answer isn't very useful.
This all sounds like kind of a big deal. It doesn't bother you?
It's nothing special. We don't normally talk much about it.
She just sends us down broad stroke orders, like, go defeat those guys. Send a team to this location.
Yeah. The only time she spoke normally was that one time, wasn't it? You know, the time when Fiona became commander.
Yuck. Do we have to talk about that?
About what?
When the previous commander died, Fiona clung to the consul's knees. Started saying that the way we fought was making everyone miserable.
Yeah, it turned into a whole, like, debate. Until the consul was like, fine then, you try and change it. And made Fiona the commander.
What? Just like that? I know, it was a twisted kind of punishment. But now I've got everyone else tangled up in this mess.
Whatever. We know you just want the best.
That's why you get yourself in such tizzy.
Sorry about that, folks. I didn't mean to do that.
And that's why we want to support you in turn. You're good, Fiona. Better than you know.
Thanks, guys.
Punishing someone with a promotion? That's so bizarre.
It's honestly, this console may not be all that bad.
You said the colony's flame clock was a fake. What did you mean by that?
Wow, pretty blunt, huh? Honestly, we don't really know any more beyond the fact that it's a fake.
Since we never use it anyway, yeah?
When it's close to running dry, we get orders from the consul to go out and fight.
Well, what is it for then?
Do you think maybe there's some weird advantage to it? Like, maybe the colony's rank is really high, but it makes it look lower, to get enemies to underestimate us?
Or the exact opposite. Actually, we're bottom tier, but it looks a lot higher to intimidate people.
Oh yeah, it could be that.
Well, Your actual strength doesn't change, so it'd be pretty obvious once you get down to it.
And also, supplies from the castle are allocated based on rank. Could we see your supplies? That would give us a good idea of where you fall, rank-wise.
Nico's on warehouse detail. And I'm Nico. I'll get things ready for your inspection.
That is adorable. I love it. I approve. Alright. I kind of just want to progress. Okay, there we go. We have nothing to ask. I'm
I
sorry.
think we've more or less heard
Yeah,
what we
I'm
need.
good.
Yeah, I think so too. It's time to get to work. Let's check out the loose threads we've uncovered.
We should investigate the supplies in the warehouse and the colony's battle record data. Is that right?
I'll make sure everyone gives you their full cooperation.
We'll also try looking around for anything we might have missed.
If anything turns up, we'll be in touch.
Alright, we need to
Nice to see a new face.
we need to move this along, folks. This is getting a bit too long. Alright. So we got our points, and I think we asked all the questions we really needed to ask anyways, like when she's coming back
Would you
and
believe it?
why do you have a fake flame clock and what rank are you? Sorry to bother you. We were hoping to check out the old battle records. Ah, right. Fifi said to expect you. Bear with me for a moment. Right. I've transferred your data. Sorry, I transferred you the data. If you see anything interesting, let me know. Thank you. We will. Colony Mew investigation. We got the battle records, and we're gonna go check the storage supply to see what rank we are.
Always nice to see a new face.
That is good. I'll take it. Alright, Nico, you adorable little girl.
Would you believe
Welcome
it?
to Nico's warehouse. I'm Nico, and this is my, well, not my exactly, but it's a warehouse, alright? Look around all you like. Thanks. I won't be but a minute. Nothing here really stands out. It's all as I'd expected from a colony with a rank their flame clock says they are? Okay, so maybe the flame clock is a good representation of the rank. By the way, are you the one who does inventory management here? No, I think it might be the console. Nico only watches the warehouse. Nico, I should say, is me. Why would the console do that themselves? I guess that is a bit interesting, a bit weird, huh? Alright, where do we have to go? Hold a discussion. You got it. Explains the canteen.
You know, you've got to take regular breaks.
Do we have a lot of discussions or just the one? I'll take just the one. Oh, we have other ones. We have Gondor's extension. We don't really need Gondor's extension. Riku and Manana, irrelevant. I don't really want to do their hero extension just yet. So nothing important.
About that thing.
At least not yet. Okay, let's not mince words. Calling Mew is weird. Ah, and this is why we can't make friends. Why you can't make friends. I've looked into their combat records. For the past few years, there have been no large-scale combat engagement involving Colony Mew. That, in and of itself, is understandable, but we can't do that investigation survey thing you thought up earlier, right? Back to the drawing board then. Well, perhaps, but what really caught my eye was the wastelessness, so to speak. Without any big wins or losses, not only were there no large swings to the flame clock's total, there were also no interruptions to the colony supply chain over the long term. So, what does that prove, except that Fiona and the others are fending well for themselves? I've got to say, that's not really the impression I got of this place at first glance. We've heard them chatting, they don't really seem to talk a whole lot of training or strategy. And think about the personnel turnover. You saw that flower garden. Notice how young they all are? Yeah, that's true. Add to the console's extended period of absence, ignoring for the sake of the argument the insecure environment, the colony military results couldn't really afford such stability. Come to think of it, didn't Fifi say their colony ranks stayed the same? Right, and the flame clock issue is odd as well. I couldn't stop wondering, what's the point of the deception? We said we thought it could be to fool the enemies, but the soldiers here aren't given information. It's not even being manipulated, just flat out not being supplied. Fiona and the others didn't seem bothered by it, but I think in the real world, it wouldn't do them any real favors. Right. The two sides is actually Fiona and the others that are affected. What was it Talos said? Something about not stressing all the time? Hold back. You're not saying the people the Council wanted to deceive was it the residents of Colony Mu all along? Oh, okay, so basically the Council's wanting to deceive its own colony? There's one thing that bothers me. Looking at Fiona and the others, didn't they remind you of someone? They didn't believe in anything beyond what they can see in the moment, still thinking that fighting is everything. Like we did back when. Right. They're so occupied with the reality put in front of them, they don't think anything beyond the horizon. In Colony Mu's case, they don't seem much interested in anything apart from the banner that Fiona carries. True, that soon as it's about Fiona, they all get super passionate. You think they're being used? No, it's not a question of being used or otherwise. I'd imagine we'd also only see what we want to see. So that's why Fiona was appointed commander. Because she's useful for hiding whatever is inconvenient? If the Council had to go to such lengths to devise this can be only one reason. The Council is betraying Colony Mu. The raid was interrupted, must have been their doing as well. What? Then we've got to tell Fifi right away. What? I'm so confused.
Everyone got their strength back?
Alright, we are going to go find Fiona. She is over here.
Oh no, what's going on? It's like back at Colony 4.
Another Mobius messing with us. Crap.
Sorry, this is the second time I did it, my bad.
Tallow? Hey, what's wrong with you?
Sorry about this, bud.
Tallow!
Don't worry, he'll be all right. But now... Mu's consul. It was you, wasn't it?
Reality, right? It's just so dull. That's why nobody pays it any mind. They'd rather chase pretty dreams. You really should have just stayed dreaming.
Why would you do something like this?
When someone close to you gets hurt, you want to become stronger for them. That desire and sadness, they make for a quality flame.
Is that why you arranged the attack? Conspired with Keves, sacrificed all those lives?
Without some hardship, humans don't come together. It was just the same with you.
Cut the crap! How could you put Fiona through this?
I know perfectly well what I did. But Fiona, she never once gave up. She wouldn't let the dream be all there was. That purity of purpose. It lifted everybody up. The need to support one another. She taught me that as well.
Oh, well, ain't that nice? Learn this! Oh, what are you...
Don't hurt if she's bad, she's still my friend.
Fiona!
Fiona! Lance!
Stand up. You can do better than this.
Please.
Get up! You'll do your best for the others, won't you? You'll do all that you can, and then some.
Stop it! I'll fight along with you if you want. I'll fight by your side against whatever it is that's making you sad, Irma. So please, stop calling it a dream.
Hey, don't disappoint me like that. You've already made your choice. You chose what you wanted to see, and freely. Just how heavy is that banner? How many wives do you carry? Please, stop. All of their hopes. You did say you'd shoulder them, didn't you? You said you'd never break her.
You said we'd be together forever.
Crying about it won't change the truth. The fact is, your friends are dead, and I'm the one who killed them.
Okay, whoa. My god. That is some good quality ish there, man. Okay, by far my favorite hero quest, by far. Not gonna lie. I am in love. This is good. Like, I didn't expect Irma to be a console. That was a good surprise. That was a good surprise. I like that. That was good. I'm not crying, I'm just having have a cold, I swear. Oh man, that was so good. It's my favorite side quest so far. That was so good. I didn't expect it to be that good. I really like that. Like I thought it was Irma who was gonna die. Well, obviously she's gonna die because she's a console, but I thought it was like, you know, because she was foreshadowing death. I was like, okay, well, Irma's gonna be the one to die, right? Like the console's gonna come over here, and then Irma's gonna sacrifice herself and die protecting Fiona. That was like that's what I saw. I was like, okay, this is like telegraphed as fuck. I can see how this is gonna end, right? Essentially. Everyone just keeps dying, bro. Stop it. Can we work on our death plates? Oh no. Okay, there goes all our healers. Great, perfect. I have a cold, guys. I'm not crying, I swear. That's so good. Okay. We'll be fine. You know what? We need to focus fire on not the consoles but these folks here, okay? Please stop hitting me. Focus fire. Okay, we don't want our healers to die. Please stop targeting me, folks. Just kill the enemy. Alright, here, let me do that, and then I'm gonna... Fiona, you shouldn't really be dying right now. We kinda need you to stay alive. Let me just kill one, because one is giving me such a headache, okay? So we should boost enough to where we have one Sacred Cannon. I think we can at least achieve that. And then with this one Sacred Cannon, we should be able to kill this one Volp. Here we go. Boom. Good. We can delink and revive Fiona. Come on, get over here, revive Fiona. Fiona's up. Let's group together. Let's get everyone healed up. Okay, please don't attack me. It's the ads that are like kicking our butts. Okay, so as soon as we can get rid of all the ads, we'll be fine. Oh no, Tyon. Do we have any healers? We don't have any healers. Okay, we gotta restart. Gotta try this again. Oh my god, it's a cold, guys. Shut up. Shut up. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna focus fire on you. Okay, I'm gonna go straight into Interlink and get my heal on. Hopefully. Okay, thank you guys. Just focus on interlinking until we can get all these ads done. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing this until I can at least get one sacred cannon, get one guy off the running, and we should be good to go just for a little bit. Can I get a sacred cannon right now? Yep. Will I be able to make it? No, I'm gonna get overheated. That's okay. Okay. And our next focus is this guy over here. Okay. That's good. I don't want aggro, folks. Mio needs to be healed. So let's get you up, Mio. Okay, get the attack up. We should be able to get this guy done in just a moment. There you go, we got that burst damage. Yeah, boy. Okay, next one over here, folks. Please don't hit me. Yep, I'm dead. It's the aggro. It's the aggro. There we go. This should be easy now. That was annoying. Okay, that's good. Let's stay in the fast recharge. We'll be just fine. We got the target lock going. We're good to go. We have fast recharge. We have tons and tons of buffs thanks to Fiona. Thank you, Fiona. We appreciate you. Phantom draw. Please don't get more ads. That's so annoying. Okay, we are going to focus on these ads here because ads are annoying. Thank you. Ads are annoying. Focus on the ads. We don't need to fusion art. I don't think we need to fusion art. We're good on fusion arts. It does do more damage, but we have the break topple build, and it's not catered towards fusion arts. So let's get some Death Scream. Oh, there we go. Very nice topple. That saved us a lot of damage there. Good days. Can we get a... Yep, we got a burst. Very nice. Alright, that's good. So we are, what, 7 levels below them, which is perfect. Let's get you up. Let's get you... Actually, no. There we go. We got another daze. I don't think we can get a burst, but that's okay. I would like some delayed healing. That would be nice, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. I should stop using fusion arts because it's just making life difficult. So, here we go. Lance, where are you? You're in the regen. You should be fine. We got the daze. Very nice. I don't have the burst because I was an idiot and I did fusion arts. That's okay. But I can do Hornet. Fusion art for Hornet. I'll take that. So if she uses arts, I'm probably just going to interlink to save myself. That's a nice knockback. That did a lot of damage though. Skull, Masquerade. Let's see, Enraged, and I'm going to interlink now because I don't want aggro. Thank you. And we're just going to buff everybody. Going to keep giving them buffs because the more buffs I get Fiona, the more buffs the party will get. And I'm just going to keep going until I have like at the edge of my, what's it called? Interlink heat. There you go. Perfect. How much damage is this going to do? 91,000, not bad. Okay, focus on the ads, folks. Focus on the ads. Let's get the regen up. Nice. Not bad. I want to get this ad over here. Thank you, thank you. Alright, good. And everything seems golden. We should be good. Skull Masquerade doesn't really do anything. I mean, not really anything to worry out for. We're like 10 levels below them. Like Fiona is level 37. Look at that. She's literally 10 levels below them. And we're doing just fine. We can now... Oh no! It's okay. Well, we beat him. Good job, guys.
Irma! You really shouldn't cry for me. Sorry. You were my friend. But I couldn't save you. Fiona. You'll always be my Irma.
God, that is so good. That's like the best side quest ever. If you believe me, this side quest right here, this hero quest, is better than the end game. Like the end, how Xenoblade 3 ended. This hero quest right here, 10 times better. 10 times better. I think the two best moments in the game is probably this hero quest here, and the prison cutscene. Like when Mio gets imprisoned, or not when Mio gets imprisoned, but like the prison scene. You know, the 30 days in prison scene. Oh my god, that hit so many levels of emotion. Oh my god. And then this one here was just, oof, so good. So good. S tier, S tier. I didn't think I was going to like it at first, but Jesus, so good. My favorite so far. My favorite. I mean, I kind of figured like the console didn't seem like that bad of a person, and then it turned out to be Irma, and then, I mean, I like Irma. I still like Irma. She was still a good character. So sad.
So this is where the flame clock was. How did we never see it before?
Look, I'm not great with words, but I wanted to say, I'm sure she was a complicated person too.
I'll never forgive what Irma did. I know I can never, ever forgive her. But if I'd never met her, I wouldn't be who I am today. She's taught me a lot as well.
Just promise you won't suffer alone, all right? If things get too much to bear, you can always talk to me.
Tallow.
If you need to grumble or swear or call someone names, I'm your man. I'll get rid of all your worries. You can count on this Turkin head, okay?
Same old Tallow.
She woke me up, you know. Irma did. Made me watch you. I couldn't move, but I followed every word you said.
Perhaps she didn't want you to be alone.
But then, why? Why do something like that? I'm supposed to be the Turkin head, not Irma.
I want to know about these Mobius people. I have to know what Irma was thinking. Will you let me fight by your side still?
No reason to say no.
You're already our friend, Fifi.
Don't ever forget how you're feeling right now. I think It'll keep you strong.
Yeah. I won't. Not ever.
Here we go!
And there we have it. Quest completed. What a good hero quest. Transparent Dreams. Through her dramatic parting with Irma, Fiona has gained much strength. Hoping to learn more about Mobius, she has joined the party.
I'll do my very best.
Signifer Fiona. Class Inheritor is Tyon? Lance? God damn it. Alright, whatever. Role Healer. A unique healer that applies random buffs to allies and can strengthen the whole party with art. 10 SP. What trash tier SP is that? 10 SP? Are you freaking joking me? That's bullshit. That's bull. 10 SP? What the? Alright, whatever. Okay, folks, this has been the best hero quest by far. I feel like I will argue that it's better than the ending of the main story, and it rivals the prison scene. Okay, so we understand that people can be reborn, right? But Mobius can't, so that's what makes it hit so much harder. So okay, we talked about face association, right? How if you put a name to the face and if you build some relation with them and have them die, it hurts more than having like a name with no face and no character development die, and you're like, okay. And it really is up to the actor to make you feel sad. But if, like, Fiona was a great actor, so she did her acting so well, and you gave her Irma, right? It was just like her best friend, and you made her Mobius, so when she dies, she doesn't come back. It was like, it's so good because it nullifies the fact that people can return, right? So when she's gone, she's gone. It makes it hit home. That's what made this game so dark and so good at the same time. So that's why I liked it so much. This is really, really good. And the fact that you didn't even know she was a Mobius, and I understand why she's Mobius. She's probably one of the best Mobius, or best enemy character I have yet to come across. Irma, right? Because think about it. Okay, Colony Mu was one of the weakest colonies. They kept dying. Even with like just having those small light skirmishes, they were struggling. So if any other person were to control that colony, like for example, if it was just any other Mobius, they would literally be decimated, right? Everybody would die because they can't even handle a simple battle, a light skirmish. What are they going to do with like a mass scale assault, right? They would all perish. So the fact is, the reason why her friend became Mobius was to protect them. Was like, you know, like she it was hard for her. Like, this is a very hard thing. Like, she kept her association to a minimum, just issuing commands, do this and do that. Like, no chance for development in like connect. Just didn't give them a chance to connect with her, with the console, right? It was just very distant. And she did whatever she can to keep them alive, because the thing is, like, she was just doing the bare minimum, just whatever it took to, you know, coast along the line, just coasting along. They didn't grow, they didn't shrink, they just coasted, and that's what she did. Like, if any other console were to take over, they would try to strive for more flames and more flames. That means more fighting, and they can't. Clearly, they can't fight. They did no training. All their people are young. Anyways, they look like they're on their 10th or 11th term. They're very young. A lot of people died. They couldn't even handle like simple battles, and they died. So imagine like a large scale, they would got wrecked. They would have got wrecked. So like, that's great. That's great. Oh my god, I love it. I like Irma. She was a good enemy character to have. Like, that was better than Chris. You know, whatever the hell that thing was, like, you know, that Noah's side hero ascension quest was like irrelevant as hell. It was the most irrelevant shit I've ever seen. Like, yeah, okay, you're best friends with Chris, but that guy was just terrible. His whole entire reasoning for becoming Mobius was to see Noah. He had like a friend, like a bro complex, you know, like bromancing over Noah. He was like, oh, I just wanted to see you again. That's why I became Mobius. Like, shut up. That's just stupid. It literally, it was the pure definition of, I have no other reason to bring this guy into existence, so I'm gonna make up some lame excuse. I just wanted to see you, so I became Mobius. Like, shut up. It's this is so stupid. This one was good because you can at least justify her becoming Mobius. It was great. It was great. I was remember at the very beginning how was I saying like you should have more give a face to the name, right? So it can, and then character development. Like this is the definition of gold. This is gold. Like Irma, she can't come back, right? She's gone. Best friend dead. And the thing is, like, Irma had a purpose, right? It was just to protect her friends. Like, she became the villain to protect her friends, so they can having their peace. It was so good. Oh my god, I really liked it. I really liked this. This was really good. I didn't expect it. I was really thinking like, okay, the foreshadowing, someone's gonna die. It was foreshadowed, right? Someone will die. So in storytelling, when you're telling a story, when you present an item, an object, or something like that, you present it with a reason. Like for example, if there's a gun on the mantle, or they show you some guy holding a gun, that gun has to have some significance, right? So if you say something like that, anything in stories can have significance. Like for example, if you see a white rabbit, right, it can have a significance. So whenever someone says, well, you know, let's just keep her alive, you know, you do whatever you can to keep her alive, you're like, whatever it will take, you know, make sure she doesn't die. I don't care what will happen, you know, or someone will surely die if we fight this mob. It's like, that's like stupid. It's foreshadowing, man. It's like, okay, well, people are gonna die. Got it. Check, right? Instead of like, oh no, they died. It's dramatic. So they just left that part out. But the fact is, like, the person who said it was the actual enemy, and it was the best friend, and then she died. And she wasn't even that bad of a person. And she wasn't like, who was that chick who was Monica's Gondor's friend, you know, the girl who I'm not gonna spoil it, but you know, that girl, right? That was stupid. She was stupid. She was the, like, I don't know, it was the definition of, she had good intentions and she lost her way, and then she chose the route of like the bully. Like she became the bully, I believe. Like I don't know her story, but she was just a dick. I didn't like her. Irma, on the other hand, you can justify her actions, right? Like maybe, yeah, what's her name? Sonia? No, what is her name? I forget. I have a cold, guys. I'm not crying. Shut up. What? Oh, it's her, Fiona. So like Fiona, I totally lost track of what I was talking about. Anyways, I'm gonna end it there. That was so good. I'm glad I have the Signifer. I hate the fact that it's on Lance. It's so stupid. But we will work on that later. Our next episode, we are going to go for the ascension quest for the, I want to say, Guardian Commander. I don't know how to unlock it, but we'll figure it out. Or at least we'll spend the next episode figuring it out. This has been a very long episode, but the moment it went over like an hour mark, I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna talk because I wanted to talk about it. Right? This is such a good quest. I actually really like it. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. It was so good. Let me know what you guys think as well, and if there's any better quest than this, because if there's more, this is what I strive for, right? Quests like this is so good. The ending sucked. I'm sorry. I didn't like the ending of Xenoblade 3. That was just, the game overall was good, but like the ending was lackluster. I don't know. It was missing some key pieces. Like this one here, it did it so well in such a short amount of time. It did it so well in such a short amount of time. You don't understand how much praise I'm giving this. It did so well in such a short amount of time. Like, Like the entire Xenoblade 3 stories couldn't do this one thing, and I mean they did do it. They did during the prison scene, right? And that was so good. And then that's how it should have ended. That's how it should have ended right there. I don't know why they continued. I was like, this seems like endgame tier shit, right? But no, they're like, we're gonna continue this shit, and then the ending's gonna be like not as impactful or significant. That was a bit irritating to me. I love the game. The game was good. Like I like the fact that they made it dark and continue to explore like at least, you know, characteristics of life and death, right? And whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna end it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what other Xenoblade 3 videos you'd like to see, and be sure to follow me. I do post daily.
Plumage is everywhere.
In the next episode, we are just going to try to finish the Guardian Commander Ascension quest if we can help it. But that is going to be it for this video, folks. I'll see you all in the next one.